Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today. So let's start with Grayson Waller has made a lot of noise since he was the final draft in the 2023 supplemental draft. He was sent to SmackDown, but he did not stay quiet at all. WWE put Grayson Waller right to work on television, even though he was injured from the beginning. They had him hosting the Grayson Waller effect on television, and he was getting heat from the jump. While speaking to Brad Gilmore, Grayson Waller was asked about who he is eyeing for WrestleMania 40. He has two big names in mind for his opponent at the Showcase of the Immortals. Grayson Waller said, "Definitely, I got to meet Punk for the first last week, and I'm not gonna get into that, but people have seen how I am online, so I'm not gonna get into how that interaction went. Same with Randy. I got to meet him for the first time. Grayson Waller is who he is. Maybe those interactions weren't so polite as they were in other instances, but that's okay. We will have to see what the plan is for Grayson Waller. He has a huge upside, and the charisma to take over the WWE Universe for years to come. Only time will tell how his WrestleMania 40 turns out. Grayson Waller may have supporters in WWE, but he may have also rubbed CM Punk and Randy Orton the wrong way. We will have to see if anything comes of this. What's your take on Grayson Waller's future in WWE? The next story is about the Hurt Business was composed of Bobby Lashley, MVP, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin, and they made a lasting impact during their time in WWE. The group elevated the careers of everyone involved and then some. Unfortunately, the Hurt Business eventually disbanded in 2021 and this simply saddened fans. Interestingly enough, Carmelo Hayes doesn't rule out joining the faction. Even Roman Reigns felt that the faction was broken up too early. While there was a brief attempt at a reunion, it was ultimately short-lived, leaving fans with no expectation of a future return for the faction. Carmelo Hayes worked hard to make himself one of the highlights of NXT. His impeccable in-ring skills and athleticism helped him win over fans as well. He has developed a lot in NXT and even became the NXT champion there. While speaking to Vibe, Carmelo Hayes was asked about potentially joining a reformed Hurt Business down the line. Hayes stated that it would be cool and he doesn't rule out joining the faction one day. Carmelo Hayes said, "Shoot, that'd be cool. Right now I'm so focused on what I got going on here in NXT. It's going to take a lot more than just showing up and dapping me up to get me over there. I'm not thirsty for any membership. If they want me, they can holler at me and we can talk business. Respect to them, though, because they're my brothers for real." Carmelo Hayes lost to Kevin Owens in the United States Championship Tournament on Friday Night SmackDown earlier this month. It remains to be seen what the future holds for Hayes. What's your opinion on what Carmelo Hayes said? Next we have Mercedes Moné diligently became a prominent female wrestler, achieving star status in Japan through her success in NJPW and Stardom. She has been away from WWE for a long time and now Moné decided to add to WWE return speculation with a recent photo drop. Mercedes Moné's departure from WWE, marked by her walkout on a May episode of Monday Night Raw last year, sent shockwaves through the wrestling community. However, she successfully rejuvenated her career and became a big deal in Japan. Mercedes Moné was once thought to be sure thing for AEW, but that ship has cleared sailed now as the company no longer has any working plans to bring the former WWE superstar to the promotion. The likes of Eric Bischoff already believe Mercedes Moné will return to WWE, especially now that Charlotte Flair is out of action due to injury. Moné recently took to her Instagram story and uploaded a photo of herself outside the TD Garden in Boston, where WWE hosted their December 27th live event as part of their holiday tour. Mercedes Moné's asking price for a new contract is also ludicrously high. Moné also previously made fans discuss her WWE return with bunch of cryptic posts. Only time will tell if Moné will make her way to WWE as the Royal Rumble Premium live event will be taking place on January 27th. What is your opinion on Mercedes Moné's latest post? Do you feel a WWE return is all but confirmed? The next story is about CM Punk made a sensational return to WWE at Survivor Series last month, quickly becoming a major attraction. Each passing day sees growing excitement among fans as Punk continues to gain prominence. He also made his WWE in-ring return after 10 years during the Madison Square Garden house show but didn't sport his usual ring gear. Now, the reason behind Punk's unconventional ring gear has been revealed. The world waited with bated breath as CM Punk made his return to the squared circle in WWE for the first time in a decade. His opponent was none other than Dominic Mysterio, whom many felt was the perfect opponent for Punk. As the Second City Saint made his way to the ring for his highly anticipated match, fans noticed that he wasn't wearing his expected ring gear. In fact, he was wearing generic black trunks and knee pads, which puzzled fans. According to Ibu of Wrestle Purists on Twitter, it was revealed that CM Punk had specifically ordered special ring gear for his MSG match. However, the gear didn't fit him in the end. Therefore, Punk had to settle for plain ring gear this time around. CM Punk's unexpected ring gear didn't really dampen the hype for his in-ring return, but fans certainly hope he will have the appropriate ring gear for his next matches, as we head towards the Royal Rumble. What's your view on this CM Punk story? Were you disappointed that Punk didn't wear some special ring gear? The final story is about Goldberg recently shared his thoughts about WWE Chairman Vince McMahon during an interview on Steven and Captain Evil. While acknowledging McMahon's role as the big boss, who makes everything happen, Goldberg expressed a mix of gratitude and frustration. According to Goldberg, McMahon provided him with a significant opportunity, allowing him to have his wife and son sit in the front row and enabling him to perform again in front of them. For this, Goldberg stated, "I owe him everything." However, there came a point where things soured. Goldberg recounted a pivotal moment when he was asked to put Roman Reigns over in Saudi Arabia, despite his struggle with COVID at the time. He revealed a conversation with McMahon, during which he agreed to do it on one condition, that he would receive a retirement match in return. Goldberg said, "I owe him everything, until we went to Saudi Arabia and he asked me to put Roman Reigns over, and I had COVID. I remember calling him from my house and said, 'Listen, here is the deal. I'll do it if you give me a retirement match.' I did what he asked. As a performer, I was 56 years old. As a human being, you're conscientious about how you look in a bathing suit, especially 2 months prior to being in that bathing suit, you couldn't work out because you had COVID. I put myself in a horribly situation to get what I wanted to, but to satiate him and give him what he wanted." Goldberg went through with the Saudi Arabia match, even though he was 56 years old and had COVID. He explained that he put himself in a challenging situation to fulfill McMahon's request. However, Goldberg's frustration stemmed from his belief that McMahon failed to uphold his end of the deal. As a result, he bluntly stated, "Vince is a piece of as far as I'm concerned." Goldberg's last WWE match took place at Elimination Chamber 2022, where he faced Roman Reigns. Whether he will have an official retirement match in the future remains uncertain. Do you think Vince McMahon should have gave Goldberg his WWE retirement match? Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.